立て。俺が守る。
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we will talk about top 10 anime where the overpowered main character awakens his true power. In 10th place we have Toru Majutsu no Index. Academy City, Japan, is at the forefront of science. Besides being 30 years ahead of the world technologically, more than 3/4 of this peculiar city's population consists of students developing their psychic abilities as espers in various institutions. Among these students is Tuma Kamijo, a high school boy with the lowest psychic rank of 0, but with a mysterious power no scientist can understand. Imagine Breaker, which allows him to negate other supernatural abilities. This, however, doesn't affect Kamiju's life in the least as he plays his role as a regular teenager. That is, until he meets the strange Index Librorum Prohibitorum, a young girl who has memorized the entirety of the forbidden grimoires, and now a dangerous organization is hunting Index down. With several magicians looking to harm the girl, Kamijo will defend his new companion at all costs as he discovers a strange new realm of the supernatural. In 9th place we have Grancrest Senki. The continent of Atlaton once again finds itself devoured by the flames of war after a horrific event known as the Great Hall Tragedy. What was supposed to be a joyful occasion that would establish peace between the Fantasia Union and the Factory Alliance, the marriage of Sir Alexis Dowse and Lady Marine Kreisch, was instead a tragedy. As the bride and groom walked down the aisle, the ceremony was suddenly interrupted by a powerful convergence of chaos, a dark energy from another dimension that corrupts the land and brings forth monsters and demons into the world. From within that energy appeared the demon lord of Diabolos, an evil being who instantly murdered the archdukes of both factions, shattering any hope for peace between them. Having failed to prevent this disaster, Saluka Malitz, an alliance mage, is traveling through the chaos-infested countryside to study under a master magician. When she is intercepted by a group of soldiers working with the Federation, Saluka is rescued by Theo Cornaro, a young warrior carrying a mysterious crest, a magical symbol that gives its wielder the ability to banish chaos. Bearing no allegiance to a specific domain, Theo hopes to attain the rank of Lord so that he can liberate his hometown of Sistina from its tyrannical ruler and the chaos spreading within it. Impressed by his noble goal, Saluka enters into a magical contract with Theo, and the two embark on a journey to restore balance to their war-torn land. In 8th place we have Tsubasa Chronicles. During an excavation at the mysterious ruins in Clo Country, Soren discovers his childhood friend Princess Sakura appear on the site with wings that disperse into many feathers. As the feathers disappear to different dimensions, so does Sakura's memory. In attempts to save Sakura's life and restore her memory, Soren travels through to another world to find a solution. There's only one thing left he can do: travel through to different dimensions to collect Sakura's feathers. Helping out with the quest is Kurigane, an exiled ninja from Japan country who wishes to return to his world, the runaway magician, Faye, who desires to jump between each world never to return to his own, and the white meat bun-shaped creature, Makona. In 7th place we have Asterisk War. In the previous century, an unprecedented disaster known as the ᴅɪsᴄʟᴇ drastically reformed the world. The powers of existing nations declined significantly, paving the way for a conglomerate called the Integrated Empire Foundation to assume control. But more importantly, the ᴅɪsᴄʟᴇ led to the emergence of a new species of humans who are born with phenomenal physical capabilities, the Genistella. Its elite are hand-picked across the globe to attend the top 6 schools, and they duel amongst themselves in entertainment battles called festas. Ayato Amagiri is a scholarship transfer student at the prestigious Saidukan Academy, which has recently been suffering from declining performances. Through a series of events, he accidentally sees the popular witch of resplendent flames, Julius Alexia von Riesfeld, half-dressed. Enraged, Julius challenges him to a duel for intruding on her privacy. After said duel is voided by the student council president, Ayato reveals that he has no interest in Festus. Instead, he has enrolled in the academy to investigate the whereabouts of his missing elder sister. In sixth place we have Witchcraft Works. Even though they shared the same bus every morning and sat next to each other in class, Ayaka Kagari, the princess of Tugetsu High School, was nothing more than an unreachable idol for Hanoka Takemiya. The horde of students who worshipped the princess was merely a nuisance to Hanoka, living his lazy, regular high school life. Everything seemed perfectly normal until, one day, Hanoka is attacked out of the blue by a mysterious witch. To his surprise, Ayaka saves his life, revealing herself to be a fire witch on a covert mission to protect Hanoka. From that fateful day, the ordinary life of Hanoka is turned upside down as he is thrown into the war between the workshop witches, who strive to protect the citizens, and the tower witches, who desire to steal a power hidden within him. In fifth place we have the Testament of Sister New Devil. Basara Tojo is a high school student studying at Hajiragasaka Academy when his father Jin suddenly gets remarried, and asks Basara if he wants to have sisters. Basara meets his two new, cute stepsisters, Mio Naruse and Maria Naruse. After his father departs overseas, Basara quickly finds that the two sisters are actually part of a demon clan, and he is meant to be with the hero clan. Mio, a demon princess, forcibly attempts to make a master and servant contract with Basara, but Maria has it end up being the opposite, with Basara as the master. Basara then keeps getting into eki scenarios, largely to protect Mio from being pursued by other demons who are after her heritage, which is passed down from the former demon lord Wilbert. In fourth place we have Zetman. The story starts off with a face-off between two rival heroes, Zet and Alphas, and then traces their origins. Jin Kanzaki, a young man with the ability to transform into a superhuman being known as Zet, and Kuga Amagi, a young man with a strong sense of justice who uses technology to fight as alphas. The fates of these two men and those around them intertwine as they fight to protect mankind and destroy monstrous abominations known as players. In third place we have Taboo Tattoo. CG, a martial arts trained middle schooler, often feels driven to protect the weaker people around him. One day, he defends a homeless man against some punks, and the man gives him a strange tattoo on his palm in return. The tattoo is a secret weapon produced in the arms race between America and the Saranistan Kingdom. CG finds himself in over his head when a powerful girl, using the same secret weapon, violently pursues him in order to retrieve it. His skill at martial arts may not be enough to keep him alive, but will he be able to learn how to trigger the power of his tattoo in time? In second place we have Mob Psycho 100. 8th grader Shigeo, Mob, Kageyama has tapped into his inner wellspring of psychic prowess at a young age. But the power quickly proves to be a liability when he realizes the potential danger in his skills. Choosing to suppress his power, Mob's only present use for his ability is to impress his longtime crush, Sabomi, who soon grows bored of the same tricks. In order to effectuate control on his skills, Mob enlists himself under the wing of Arataka Reagan, a con artist claiming to be a psychic, who exploits Mob's powers for pocket change. Now, exorcising evil spirits on command has become a part of Mob's daily, monotonous life. However, the psychic energy he exerts is barely the tip of the iceberg. If his vast potential and unrestrained emotions run berserk, a cataclysmic event that would render him completely unrecognizable will be triggered. The progression toward Mob's explosion is rising and attempting to stop it is futile. In first place we have Dakara Boku wa, H ga dekanai. Never make a deal with a wet goddess you've only just met. That's a lesson Ryosuke Kaga learns the hard way when he foolishly agrees to let Lasara Restily use some of his essence to stay in this world. Because despite her smoking hot appearance, Lasara's actually a Shinigami, a goddess of death. However, she doesn't steal years off his life like any decent Shinigami would do. Oh no, instead she sucks him dry of something much more perverse by leeching off his lecherous spirit and draining his ability to enjoy the things that teenage boys normally spend most of their time thinking about. And now that he's been debased and debauched by her undirty trick, the poor regenerated degenerate's only hope of getting his licentiousness renewed is to join the Queen of Mental Clean on her quest, since when she leaves our mortal plane he regains his normal immorality. But the termination of the probation of his reprobation isn't guaranteed, because goddesses of death can be really harsh mistresses and it's going to be anything but easy to go back to being sleazy.